Good morning. Welcome to JV classes. How are you students? Okay, today we learn about animal tissues. In previous classes we already discussed about epithelial tissue, the importance of epithelial tissue and types of epithelial tissue. Okay, mostly epithelial tissues that protect our body. Okay, and it secretes some fluids into our body. This is the important points of epithelial tissue. And right now we discuss the another animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Okay, you know what is tissue? A group of cells that are similar in structure and performs some similar functions. Those are nothing but tissue. So a group of cells that performs similar structures and similar functions, that is nothing but tissue. And right now we discuss about connective tissue. So what is connective tissue? Where it locates? Okay, today it connects organs and muscles. You know, our body is made up of many kind of organs. Okay, so it connects the organs and muscles. So our body is completely made up of muscles, and some organs are also internal organs also present in our body, and they keep this tissue that keeps the organs in a particular place, or otherwise what will happen? They may slip down in a particular area. Okay, so it connects organs and muscles, and that's why no one organ displays from its place. For example, our heart is locates at chest region. If there is no connective tissue, what will happen? It may be slip down. Okay, so this is the importance of connective tissue. That means it connects between organs and muscles. Okay, and it binds organs and tissues and provide framework and supports to body. Okay, and it helps to body defense. So how do the connective tissue helps in body defense? For example, many of the microbes or microorganism or disease caused pathogens are enters into our body. And how connective tissue that protects from other microbes or antigens? So where there is blood is also one type of connective tissue. You know about leukocytes, white blood cells. These are that provides immunity to our body. That means they protect the leukocytes that protects from antigens. So that's why in this way our connective tissue that provides body defense. Okay, so blood is a connective tissue, and white blood cells are present in blood. They protects from pathogens. Okay, so it provides body defense and helps to body repair. When we get an injury, it can release some fibrous like structures and repair the particular wounded area. And another importance of storage of fats. So the connective tissue that stores fats, you know the intake of materials, the over eaten, that means formation of more carbohydrate that form into as fats. Okay, then the fats that stored in this connective tissue. Let us discuss about this tissue also. Okay, so based upon their structure and based upon their functions, connective tissues are mainly 6 types. Okay, one is areolar tissue, and the second one is adipose tissue, and the third one is bone, fourth one is ligament, and fifth one is cartilage, and sixth one is tendon. Okay, so based upon the structure and functions, connective tissues are of 6 types. One is areolar tissue, adipose tissues, bone, cartilage, ligament, and tendon. Okay, right. Let us discuss about areolar tissue. So what is areolar tissue? What is the importance of areolar tissue? Here, the areolar tissue that joins different tissues. So our body is made up of different kind of tissues. Okay, each and every tissue that performs a particular function. So all the muscles that connects and create a framework to our body. So that here the areolar tissue that joins different tissues, and also it helps in packing. It helps in packing and keeps organs in place. We already discussed, if there is no connective tissue, that means no areolar tissue, the organs may displace from the particular area. Then it is some more problem. Okay, and the cells of areolar tissue are called fibroblasts. It is the important point. So what are fibroblasts? The fibroblasts are nothing but the cells of areolar tissue, a group of cells that forms a tissue, that is areolar tissue. A group of cells were named fibroblasts, a group of fibroblasts that forms areolar tissue. So the areolar tissue that attaches muscles to bones. You know the relationship between muscles and bones. A bone may not move without the help of muscle. When the muscle can pull down, then only the bones can move. So here the areolar tissue that attaches muscles to bones, so that we can move our body organs. And mostly these areolar tissue seen in and around blood vessels. Areolar tissues that mostly seen in blood vessels. Okay, right. And next one is adipose tissue. So what is adipose tissue? You know, the old people at winter, the old people in winter, they shivers. So why the old people shivers than young ones? Because the young people, the young men, that is having more amount of adipose tissue under his skin. Okay, in old people, the adipose tissue, the fat inside the adipose tissue, that is utilized, and then there is no more fat globules are present in adipose tissue. That's why the skin get shivers, because of it. The adipose tissue that insulate from heat, it act as a insulator, so that the fat globules are not present in old people. That's why they just shivers it at winter season. Okay, so this is the importance of adipose tissue. So what is adipose tissue? Adipose tissue is a fat storage tissue. That means the adipose tissue only stores the fat globules. And where it found? It found below the skin. It found below the skin layer under endoderm. And it found on internal organs. Some fat globules are formed upon the internal organs. So adipose tissue that stores fat globules and found below the skin and internal organs. Okay, so this adipose tissue cells filled with fat globules. Okay, and also it acts as insulator. You know the insulator. What is insulator? It keeps heat in a particular place. Okay, So here it acts as insulator. What will happen if there is no adipose tissue in our body? What will happen? We may not keep our temperature. We may not keep our temperature in a particular, right? So and what is next one? Next connective tissue is bone. What is bone? What is bone? Bone is another type of connective tissue. It forms framework. It forms framework and support body. You know, our body is made up of bones. The number of bones are 206 bones. 206 bones are present in our body. All the bones that forms a framework, that is nothing but skeleton. Okay, so the bones are made skeleton. So it forms framework. So the skeleton that give as a particular shape and structure. So it gives as a framework and it supports the body. So bone is the major component. Bone is the major component in skeletal system. Okay, this bone is made up of calcium phosphates and calcium carbonates. The bone is made up of calcium phosphates and calcium carbonates. And these salts are secreted by the cells in bones are osteocytes. So the name of the cells in bones are osteocytes. Osteocytes. These osteocytes that secretes calcium carbonate and calcium phosphates, so in formation of bones. So the osteocytes, where do the osteocytes are produced? The osteocytes are produced inside the bone. The hollow portion is there. The hollow portion inside the bone is called bone marrow. Okay, the hollow portion inside the bone is called bone marrow. In bone marrow, osteocytes are produced. This osteocytes produces calcium carbonate and calcium phosphates, which are preparing a bone, a tissue bone. Okay, so this is the information about connective tissue, bone. And next one is cartilage. Cartilage is another type of connective tissue. It is seen at the joints of bones. So two bones, the cartilage is present in between joints of two bones. Okay, and tips of ribs. Here we find 12 pairs of ribs. It forms a rib cage. The edges of tips, that means the edges of rib, that is tips. So the tips of rib cage is formed of cartilage. Okay, and we find at nose is formation of cartilage, and pinna, the outer ear, the external ear, is made up of pinna, and trachea, the windpipe, is also made up of cartilage. So the cartilage is strong, but is not strong as bone. Okay, the bone is strong. The cartilage is flexible. The cartilage is flexible. It can easily bend and take in correct position. Okay, so that is the importance of cartilage. Most of the vertebrates in fetal stage we find cartilage. Most of the vertebrates fetal stage we find cartilage. Okay, and next one is ligament. So what is ligament? Ligament that connects bones at the joints and holds in position. The ligaments are the fibrous structures. It joins two bones. Okay, so it is the ligaments that contains large number of fibers. Okay, the fibers made up of the protein collagen. It is an important. So the fibers of ligaments are made up of the protein. It is a protein named collagen. It is elastic in nature. Okay, the ligament is elastic in nature. And next one, last one, tendon. So what is tendon? It is also made up of fibers. These fibers are made up of a protein collagen, and it joins muscles to bones. Okay, so here ligament that joins each two bones, the tendon that joins muscles and bones for motion, for movement of our body organs. So this is the information about tendon. Okay, clear? So pause your video and note down the important points. Okay, let us recall that. So what is connective tissue? It connects organs and muscles. No one organ displays with the help of connective tissue, and it binds organs and tissues, provide framework and supports to body, and it helps to body defense, and it helps to body repair, and it stores the fats based upon their structure and function. These are 6 types. One is areolar tissue, adipose tissue, bone, cartilage, ligament, and tendon. Okay, so students, tomorrow we discuss about the story of blood. The blood is also one of the connective tissue. It is a fluid tissue, a fluid connective tissue. Generally, all the tissues that forms a solid structure, but blood is that forms fluid, that is in fluid in structure, because many of the cells are present, different kind of the cells are present in blood. Okay, tomorrow we discuss about blood. Okay, right, thank you.